The dark ship is still there. 3 hours into the drift corridor, Index confirms it. Same heading, same distance, running without transponder or lights. The cartographer watches the sensor ghost on the display and makes a decision. They cannot outrun what follows, but they can choose where it catches up. Archivum Prime emerges from the corridor like a wound in space, its surface scarred with geometric patterns visible from orbit. Library complexes carved into the crust itself. The quiet compass drops toward the planet's surface. Index reports the dark vessel holding position in orbit, watching but not following them down. The Varanthi built their civilization around one purpose: to remember everything. They remembered so much they forgot to survive. Perhaps whatever follows, the cartographer already knows what waits below. Perhaps it's waiting to see what they do with it. The entrance to Archivum Prime's central repository stands open. No damage, no forced entry. The Varanthi simply walked away from the greatest collection of knowledge in galactic history. The cartographer's boots leave the first prints in millennia of settled dust. Index whispers through the helmet speaker, atmospheric integrity holding. Whatever ended them, it wasn't violence. The Hall of Endings opens before them, a cathedral of knowledge stretching into darkness. Holographic star maps hang suspended in the air, frozen mid-display, each one marking the death of a species. Thousands of them. Tens of thousands. The Varanthi didn't just document history, they documented endings. The cartographer moves between the frozen displays, reading dates that span millions of years. Each civilization's final moment captured, catalogued, cross-referenced. The Varanthi saw what Index saw, the pattern, the same calendar day, the same direction. But they saw it first, 12,000 years before the archive even existed. A central pedestal holds their masterwork, a three-dimensional map of the entire galaxy with every extinction event plotted as a fading light. Index runs the calculation. Every light traces back along invisible lines. Every line converges on a single point beyond charted space. The Varanthi called it the threshold. Beyond it lies whatever is ending everything. Deeper in the archive, past sealed chambers and collapsed corridors, the cartographer finds expedition records. The Varanthi didn't just document, they acted. 3,000 years ago, they sent their best minds beyond the threshold to find the source. The route is still saved. The return date came and went in silence. Index flags an anomaly, a chamber below this level, one that doesn't appear on any schematic. The Varanthi built their archive to be completely transparent, completely documented. They had no secrets, except one. The cartographer descends stairs that shouldn't exist into darkness that feels different, older, wrong. The Forbidden Index. That's what the single inscription reads. Inside, documentation of civilizations that haven't died yet. Predictions, timelines, species still millennia away from extinction, their fates already catalogued. The Varanthi didn't just record the past, they knew the future. All of it. And there, in the final alcove, a display that stops the cartographer cold. Human descendants, the distant children of Earth scattered across 100 worlds, their timeline documented in precise detail, their cultural achievements, their expansion, their date of arrival. The status reads, pending. Index calculates the timeline, 400 years from now. A memory stone sits at the center of the chamber, different from the others, newer somehow. Placed here after the Varanthi vanished. The cartographer lifts it with trembling hands. The hologram that emerges is a Varanthi historian, their face serene, their voice translated through the suit's struggling systems. We knew you would come. Not you specifically, but someone like you. Someone who follows patterns to their source. The message continues, words spoken 3,000 years ago reaching across the silence. We left the expedition route for you. We left everything for you, because we learned something at the threshold, something we couldn't record, couldn't preserve, only witness. Go to the still point, cartographer who follows, see what we saw, and then decide if some maps should ever be completed.